Hello and welcome to Leon Divert, where today we are trying to beat The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, using only level 1 echoes. Is it possible? After you beat the intro where you play as Link to save Zelda, he gets captured, and we play as Zelda instead. We return to our castle to inform the king of what we've learned. And then he gets captured too, and he's replaced with an evil echo. We're thrown into the dungeon where we meet Tri, a Luma-looking creature that grants us the Tri Rod, allowing us to make echoes of objects and defeated enemies. We get the greatest echo in the game, escape Hyrule Castle, and we're finally able to start the challenge. Remember when a rock beat Squidward's snail? It's okay, Rocky, you take your time. Huh. Alright, we have a keys, we have a chance. Nice. Alright, here's the key item that we need. The sign. Alright, we can learn this one, we can't use them yet. We gotta fix them riffs. Sudhorn Ruins is the intro dungeon to the game, and outside of some minor puzzles, it was pretty straightforward. Oh, they can jump up there though! There was one room that required us to light some torches, normally requiring an Ignazole, but we were allowed to get creative. Alright, the bed will break, the box will fall, right? There we go. We then had to fight an evil echo of Link as the mini-boss. We just had to maneuver around and keep him distracted. Get him, my snakes. Let's go. This granted us Sword Fighter form, allowing us to press forward. We made it to the main boss, and it was super easy. We just had to tug on his balls. Give it to me. Give me the goods. We beat him and got another heart. You know the drill. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save you the trouble. It's not possible. Both of the dungeon quests available after Sudhorn Ruins requires echoes above level 1 to progress. The Zora quest eventually leads you to this room, which requires 2 bombfish to save the rest of Tri's friends, and there's only one swimming nearby. I thought maybe you could leave the rift and come back to respawn the bombfish, but not only did the fish not respawn, but instead the bombable wall came back. Then, in the Gerudo quest, you eventually reach this room, which requires a hole mill to dig through the sand, which completely locks us out of this challenge. Trust me, I tried to cheese this, but the developers were hell-bent on making this impossible. So that's it. The challenge is over, right? No, thankfully, but it took a little work. There's a glitch called map storage that speedrunners use to skip straight to the final dungeon, and I was determined to find out if we could beat every dungeon with level 1 echoes. It's fortunate that I have friends that allowed me to borrow their Switch 1 and an unused physical copy of the game. Thanks to them, the run was still alive. I made sure the Switch was offline to avoid updates, inserted the game, and I redid the whole intro, including Sudhorn Ruins. It took a few tries to learn map storage and effectively perform the wrong warp, but I'll leave a few resources in the description that I used to learn the glitch. So with all of that out of the way, let's beat some dungeons. Let's freaking go! We start with Jabul Ruins, which we somewhat sequence break, but not to the point that it was undoable. We just did some things out of order. Here's some quick highlights. Alright, I'm doing the tightrope challenge. Just gotta stay moving, right? No, I didn't see the dragonfly! Fuck! Okay. You just try to pick... Oh yeah! Yeah! I remember that being a problem before. What? Okay, thank you. Oh, that's so smart. I did not think about picking it up, dude. That's insane. There we go. Alright, physics. We gotta use physics. Gotta get a little further over here and then drop one of these. Doink. Unfortunately, we eventually got to this room, which I was convinced was undoable. It was another bombfish situation. You see, I had never actually beaten this game before, so I didn't remember all the dungeon layouts, and I couldn't get this bombfish over to this wall. I eventually learned that it is possible, but at the moment, I decided to drop this dungeon and try again later. So you would assume that we were going to the Gerudo Sanctum next, right? Wrong. Yeah, I thought I was going to do these dungeons in order, but at the time I ended up assuming that Link's bombs would work underwater. Spoiler alert, they don't, but past me didn't know that. I just knew where to get them. So we wrong warped straight to the end of Elden Temple, got soft locked, warped out, and warped to the still realm leading up to the Elden Temple. I call oopsie daisies. Now this dungeon was a bit rough this early in the challenge, but we had perseverance on our side, and a lot of wasted time. Cue the montage. Is that just a chest? What if that's a key though? We need the key. Trampoline maybe? Let's go. It was a key. Wait. There we go. Get it. We eventually ran into another Evil Link Echo, and let me tell you, this took a long time. I thought I switched out of it. Come on, Keys. Let's get him. Let's freaking go! We can now use bombs and sword fighter forms. We eventually got the boss key, which started this Indiana Jones-style booby trap escape room where the lava was rising up. We barely made it. I then wasted more time than I care to admit against this whiz-robe mini-boss. It was very freaking hard. Sheesh. I'm just gonna eat stuff, dude. Fuck this. Then we finally made it to Balbagia, and it was super easy. We just had to tug on his balls. Wait a minute. So we saved the Gorons or whatever, but unfortunately, we learned that Link's bombs do not work underwater. Next, we wrong warped to, I guess, somewhere in the middle of the Gerudo Sanctum, because in the next room was our old friend, Evil Link Echo. It wasn't really that bad. Trying to get behind me? Ooh. Let's go. It wasn't intentional, but I also just didn't use smoothies on this run. The rest of the dungeon was pretty straightforward. We found this sick secret room with plenty of rupees to go around. There was a mini-boss, they were actually pretty tough. Freaking Poe. Whoa! Did you see how much damage I took? Come on, warp over here. Warp over here. Come on, do it. Yeah! Get his ass. I'll get his ass too. Yeah! So I went to learn the last statue, pulled the cork to drain some sand, and cranked a knob to get the boss key. And we took on the boss, Mogriff. Oh, I was about to say, what is he doing? Oh, we're golden? Alright, lead him towards the statue, I guess. Spank the bad guy. You know what? You know what time it is, chat? Never mind. Huh, huh. I'm mashing like I've never mashed. After defeating the boss, some of our level 2 echoes were brought down to level 1, and trust me, we were going to need them. Next, we went to Hyrule Castle. The beginning was pretty simple, mostly just sneaking around. It's getting silly out here, chat. Oh, did I get caught? But then I got to this room. I had to defeat several Dark Nuts to push forward. Dude, stop trying to back up. Just hit his ass. Hey, there we go. But then I reached this room, which required a fire echo. The only thing I had was Ignazol, which was still level 2, so unfortunately, Hyrule Castle was a no-go for now. I did my best to find some smaller rifts, hoping to level up Try again, but unfortunately, a majority of the mission-based rifts were locked behind finishing Hyrule Castle. So we decided to test our luck with another dungeon instead. From here, we wrong-warped into Lanayru Temple. The puzzles here didn't prove too hard, but you gotta love ice physics. Oh, we have ice blocks. That's kind of cool. Here we go. We're fine, chat. We're fine. Okay, this could be interesting. We gotta be fast, though. Here we go. We did it! Oh, it was for nothing, though. Okay, it's perfectly beside me, alright? Also, this room in particular taught me the importance of traversing using the water block, because I have no idea how else I would have made it through here. I was really worried that we would need the Ignazol here too, but we managed to get around the puzzles using these elemental orbs that the dungeon provided. Next, we had these crazy puzzles that required us to press 2 buttons at the same time. And this took me a minute to figure out, but we did it. Unfortunately, we ran into this mini-boss, which I had no idea how to defeat. Nothing was working, and that's when I was informed that I would need an ice echo to defeat this boss, and the ice blocks were not working. So for now, we had to walk away from our third incomplete dungeon. I hate leaving a dungeon empty-handed. Well, for the moment, there was only one more dungeon available. So with a little effort, we wrong-warped into Pharaon Temple. The room to the north had nothing, and the other room had a locked door. Soft-locked again. So we wrong-warped again, but this time it landed us on a staircase that walked into a closed door. So we walked back up to find the boss key chest, retreating into the dungeon. So I guess it worked out? We went to the left first and got bodied by this bug. So next time we decided to distract him and make a run for it. This first room was already a dungeon in itself. The next room was the weightiest puzzle of all time, requiring a little ingenuity and patience. Aha! After that, we were finally in the dungeon proper. I had no idea what to do with these crystals, so we just kept exploring. Eventually, chat informed me that we need electric echoes for the crystals, and thankfully when we leveled up earlier, it brought some of our echoes levels down. This allowed us to use Beery, because without it, this run would be dead. So we handled the crystals that we saw previously, and we were allowed to progress further into the dungeon. This led us to the mini-boss, a plant creature holding our prize, the boss key. This took a while, mainly because my damage output was limited to level 1 echoes, and unfortunately, this wasn't our last encounter with this boss, as they fled after we defeated them. It was very fortunate that I could use a bomb to deal with this spiderweb. Fuck, another Wizrobe! This took forever, but eventually me and the boys took care of it. There were a few dark areas that required us to light them up with fire, and like before, we had to get creative with it. There were a few other tough puzzles. I'll just montage those real quick. Yeah, fuck you. Run it. There we go. Sheesh. I don't even know how you were normally supposed to do that, but that's how I decided to do it. So anyway, the mini-boss was in that empty room near where we first warped into this dungeon. Let me guess, 3 heads this time? Bet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fair. Whew, sure is taking a while, isn't it, chat? Dude, the frogs are annoying as fuck. Here. Hit him. Oh my god. This guy took like 20 minutes to beat. I was just miserable. Next, we were finally at the dungeon boss, Goma, which also took forever because, well, jellyfish. How are we gonna get one up there, dude? Yes! Oh wait, he's down, he's down. Oh, let's fucking go. Let me on him. Let me at him. Oh! Take him, my spiders. My own Gomas. My Goma's in training. There it is, chat. Is this it? Yeah! After the boss, Tri grew to level 5, which means Ignazol is a level 1 Echo now. Bear in mind, this was stunting our progression at Hyrule Castle. But no more, I say. We wrong-warped back there, made our way to the room, and handled business. Get it? Yeah! Woo! The rest of the dungeon was a cakewalk. Yeah. I was kind of expecting that to go further. Yeah, dummies. Thanks for the goods, dummies. Huh. Huh. Wait, imagine. Huh. I'm flying! Now get me out of here. I think this was the mini-boss. We got this cool frog ring, the boss key, and we made our way there. And oh boy, it was Ganon again. This took forever because I was worried about dying. We eventually beat him, and Tri levels up again. So we have another triangle for an additional Echo summon. Oh, what the fuck is that? We sequence broke the game a lot. This locked us out of clearing certain rifts to level up Tri, but we did clear as many as we could. I'll just give you a quick montage. When in doubt, bed bridge. Always. I want to try something, because I think I've seen this before. Yeah, I saw a glitch about doing that. Delicious. Level 7? Okay, level 7 and a little smidgen? No little smidgen. Okay, did anything go down? Okay, the spider went down. Yeah, push while doing it. Don't knock me off of this. Yes! Oh no. Let me in! Let me in! Okay, I guess we're going to do Zelda's horse real quick. Zelda, please, just think for a second, please. Boom. Hey, don't you want to chase the... Whatever, dude. I don't care. I've decided I do not care. I'm a little mad, but it's fine. Now, this is a rift. This is a fucking rift if I've ever seen one. Let's fucking go. Let's go. 5 or 6 Lumas. 5 or 6 Lumas. Maybe even 7. Give me 7 Lumas. 3. Let me out of this cave. Huh. Ah, ha ha. Sometimes you gotta think fast, chat. Are we gonna do it, chat? Oh, are we gonna do it? Come on, you wanna level up? You want to level up, Tri. Look at all those dudes. They wanna empower you with the power to level up. I swear to God, if you're like one smidgen below level 8, I'm gonna be so pissed. Because I don't know what other rifts to do. Moment of truth. Fuck, man! We did manage to almost reach level 8 with Tri, and we collected a few extra heart pieces and echoes along the way. The issue is that we needed to be level 8 in order to beat Lanayru Temple. I thought the run was a bust at this point, however, I had one more idea, and it was going to blow this whole challenge wide open. We went back to the River Zora village, bought the Zora flippers, and wrong-warped back into Jabul ruins. It was a gamble, but we had to try. Last time we were here, we got stuck not being able to pass this bombable wall. There was a bombfish on the other side of the room. It was time to do the thing. But how? That scaly bastard was staring us down, baiting us to approach. We had to blind them. A simple wall and a dream. We made contact, and then... go. Oh my god, chat. It fucking worked! Let's go! We made it. We freaking made it. The run lives! We got the boss key and immediately rushed him. Vocavore is a pretty early game boss, so it was relatively easy. You know what? I can jump in this form. Get got, dude! Beating him got Tri to level 8. The last thing that we needed to finish this run, because it made the Ice Octo a level 1 Echo. Now, it was time to wrong warp back to Lanayru Temple. We had a mini-boss to beat. Yes! I think it's working, chat. Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh, it's so good. Give me another one. Give me another one. Delicious. Let's freaking go! We had been waiting a long time to fight that boss, and it was finally done. And after many fire and ice-based puzzles... well, I guess I could try to jump, huh? I'm gonna try to push it from here and jump the fence, because I have the full hop. Ugh! Let's go! It was time for somewhat of another mini-boss. These guys were actually pretty hard until I decided to just freeze them and use Sword Fighter form. A couple more fire and ice puzzles, and we finally had the big key. So it was dungeon boss time. Scorch Hill had no chill, but I'll just show you. He's the DVD logo! On ice! Surely you'll hit me, right? Oh, they actually reached up there. That's crazy. There we go. Nope. I've been squished. All right, he's gonna hyper beam them, which gives me a chance to heal. There it is. Give me that. Come on. Let's go! Is he done? Let's go! After a long fight, we got one more tri-level and one more heart for the road. It was time for the stilled ancient ruins to lead us to the end. It wasn't too bad with a max of 6 echoes to use for traversal. Then we ran into an echo of Zelda herself, the boss before the final boss. This fight took a long time. We were mostly just running away, cycling through waves of enemies, healing, and looking for openings. Hey, she's down, she's down! Up! Get ass! I'm out of sword juice! Woo! We eventually came out on top, and it was final dungeon time. Null's body was mostly just banging my head against the puzzles and barely scraping through the combat encounters. You know what, honestly? I don't need that. Alright, you can do it, Link. I believe in you. Yes! We eventually reached the final chamber, and I'll just say it right now, this fight took like 3 tries, because I kept getting caught by this freaking hand. Anyway, here's how it went. No, 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 get me out of here, get me out of here. What am I supposed to do? I'm actually stuck. Oh my god. Come on, get his ass. Thank you. Come on. Okay, worth it, worth it. I can grab Link? I never thought about that. There we go. We're figuring it out, Chad. I see the vision. He's mad. Phase 2 time. Except this time I'm gonna do good. Get ready, my fish warriors. Wherever they are. Get their way back here. Sucks to suck, I guess. Got his ass. Alright, this time we're not gonna get grabbed. We're gonna be big chillin'. I don't care if I have to run around and let Link do everything. Give me this. Thank you, Link. Got it. Come on, Link. Grab this. Chop it. Good. Go, my ghosts. Alright, the next phase. Alright, do not get grabbed. Summon dudes. Stay moving. Here's a ghost for you. Oh, I was really hoping I could grab that guy. Stay moving. Link. No! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god. Here. Link. Please. Yes! Oh my god. Link, here. Run, Link. Run faster. Oh, he hit it, dude. Oh, are we fucked? No! Oh my god. Is it done? Give me that! Give me that Triforce piece! Ugh! Come on, Link! Dude! Ugh. Yes! Yeah! Let's freaking go! Screw this guy! The Triumph Forks. Alright, we're wishing Null away. Screw this guy. It's done, chat. So yeah, that was actually my first time beating this game. Like I said earlier, this challenge isn't technically possible due to traversal reasons, outside of the glitches of course, and we didn't enter every dungeon correctly. However, we did complete them as accurately as we could, and we did beat the puzzles and the dungeons using level 1 echoes only, which is what we set out to do, so I'm gonna call this a success. I'm sure I missed a few things, and I know I had a couple more level 1 echoes that I didn't really try to use, but you tell me. What would you have done differently? Remember to like, subscribe, and y'all have a damn good one.